The law of polarity is one of the 12 universal laws that govern the natural and spiritual realms. This law states that everything has an opposite, or a polar counterpart, and that opposites are essential for the understanding of the world around us. It teaches us that contrasts, such as light and dark, good and bad, love and hate, are not only inevitable, but also necessary for our growth, understanding, and experience of life. Through the law of polarity, we learn that opposites coexist and create balance in the universe. Today we will talk about the law of polarity. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. We will explore the law of polarity in depth, discussing its principles, implications, and practical applications. By understanding how this law operates, we can learn to embrace the dualities in our own lives and use them as tools for transformation, growth, and success. 1. What is the law of polarity? The law of polarity asserts that everything in the universe has a polar opposite. This law is rooted in the concept that opposites exist to give us a reference point for understanding and experiencing the world. Without the contrasting forces of dualities, we would not be able to comprehend the nature of things, such as what is light, without knowing what is dark, or what is good without experiencing bad. This law applies to all aspects of life: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. It governs everything from physical laws, such as hot and cold, to more abstract concepts, such as joy and sorrow. In essence, opposites are two extremes of the same spectrum, and both are necessary for balance. Key principles of the law of polarity. Opposites exist in every aspect of life. Everything has a dual nature, and both sides of the polarity must exist for the whole to be understood and appreciated. Dualities are interconnected. The two polar opposites are not separate. They are deeply interconnected, with each one defining and giving meaning to the other. Opposites are on a continuum. While opposites may seem like opposing forces, they actually exist on a continuum, with infinite degrees between them. For example, between hot and cold, there are varying temperatures, and between love and hate, there are varying levels of affection and conflict. 2. The role of polarity in the universe. The law of polarity applies not only to human experiences, but also to the broader workings of the universe. It is present in every natural law and process, and it is the fundamental basis for change and evolution. The universe itself operates through a system of complementary opposites, which balance and energize all aspects of creation. For example, in the physical world, we see the law of polarity in the form of the alternating forces of positive and negative energy. Electricity, for instance, is driven by the interaction of positive and negative charges. Similarly, we observe polarity in the natural cycles of day and night, the ebb and flow of the tides, and the seasons changing from one extreme to another. In the same way, the law of polarity can be found in the cycles of personal growth, evolution, and transformation. For example, we often go through periods of struggle followed by success. Without experiencing one, we would not appreciate the other. Similarly, moments of pain are often followed by healing, and failure can give rise to success. The ebb and flow of these experiences make up the natural rhythm of life, and each phase provides us with valuable lessons. 3. Polarity and the mind. In the realm of personal development, the law of polarity plays a significant role in shaping our thoughts, beliefs, and emotional states. Our minds are constantly navigating between opposing forces, such as positive and negative thoughts, hope and despair, and confidence and fear. The key to mastering this law lies in understanding how these polarities function within us. By acknowledging that opposing thoughts and emotions are natural and part of the human experience, we can become more equipped to deal with them. Rather than being swept away by negative thoughts or feelings, we can learn to use them as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. How the law of polarity affects our perception. Our perception of reality is shaped by the dualities we encounter. For instance, our experience of happiness is deeply intertwined with our experience of sorrow. by recognizing that both positive and negative emotions are valid and essential parts of life, we can better navigate through life's challenges. The law of polarity teaches us that we cannot truly experience one extreme without the other. Negative thoughts and positive thinking. When negative thoughts arise, the law of polarity helps us recognize that these thoughts are simply the opposite side of the spectrum of positive thinking. We are not powerless in the face of negativity. Rather, by understanding that positive and negative exist as part of the same continuum, we can consciously shift our focus toward positive outcomes and solutions. Self-perception. Our self-esteem is often shaped by how we perceive our own strengths and weaknesses. By acknowledging that both qualities exist within us, we can learn to embrace our flaws and strengths as part of our unique identity. This balance allows us to grow and evolve into more confident, self-aware individuals. 4. Polarity in relationships. The law of polarity also plays an important role in our relationships, both romantic and otherwise. In any relationship, whether with a partner, family member, or friend, we will encounter moments of harmony and discord. These ups and downs are a natural and essential part of human connection. Opposites attract and balance each other. One of the most well-known examples of the law of polarity in relationships is the concept of opposites attract. Often in romantic partnerships, two people may be drawn to one another because they possess qualities that complement one another. One partner might be more extroverted, while the other is more introverted. One might be organized, while the other is spontaneous. These differences create a dynamic balance in the relationship. However, polarity in relationships isn't just about complementary strengths. It also involves moments of conflict and understanding. Disagreements and differences are part of the natural ebb and flow of any relationship, and rather than seeing these as obstacles, we can learn to use them as opportunities to grow together. By understanding the law of polarity, we can recognize that these challenges are necessary for deepening our connection and fostering growth in the relationship. 5. The law of polarity and personal growth. The law of polarity is a critical force behind personal transformation and growth. Without contrast, there would be no movement or evolution. By experiencing both sides of the polarity spectrum, success and failure, joy and sorrow, light and dark, we gain the wisdom and strength to move forward. Transforming negative energy. One of the most powerful ways the law of polarity can be applied in personal development is by learning to transmute negative energy into positive energy. When faced with challenges or difficulties, we can use the contrasting energy to fuel our personal growth. For instance, if you are feeling frustrated, use that frustration to drive you toward a solution. If you are feeling sad, use that sadness to cultivate deeper empathy and compassion for others. Using polarity for manifestation. In the realm of manifestation, the law of polarity can be used to create positive change in your life. Understanding that every positive desire has its opposite, whether that's abundance versus lack or health versus illness, can help you manifest your dreams by consciously choosing to focus on the positive aspects. Recognizing and understanding the negative aspects of a situation can provide the clarity needed to actively shift toward the positive. 6. Harnessing the power of polarity for success. To apply the law of polarity in a meaningful way, we must first embrace the concept of balance. Life is not about eliminating one side of the polarity spectrum, but understanding that both extremes are necessary for our growth and success. See you in the next video. In our next episode, we'll dive into the 11th Universal Law and explore its profound meaning and impact. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe. Stay tuned.